everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. In today's video I wanted to show you what's in my colouring bag for April. This video was created by Colour and Chat with Sammy, and I did do this video last month after seeing her do this on her live stream. She has since done one for April as well, and I will link the original live stream video where she showed what was in her colouring bag. So as I've mentioned before, I don't actually have a colouring bag, but I do usually have an idea of things that I'd like to get to during the month. So that's kind of what I'm showing you, which is what Sammy was doing anyway. Before I get started though, I did just want to mention something very exciting. The lovely Susie Bray, who I'm sure you're all aware, she's got a channel called at Susie's Cottage. I will link her channel down below, and she does quite a few journaling videos as well as the occasional colouring video as well. And I've known her for quite a long time now, since we both started our channels quite close to each other. And she is fundraising to get a new dog, which is really exciting, and she set up a Facebook page where you can purchase her art supplies. So it's colouring books, stationery, colouring supplies, things like that, and some journaling things. And yeah, they're all really well looked after, you know, in really good condition, that sort of thing. I have purchased a few things which I'm really excited to share with you, and they're all at really reasonable prices as well. As she said, some of the items are up to 50% off from what they would be on Etsy or Amazon, so please go and check it out. I will link the link to the Facebook page in the description for you. I'm sure she'd love to have you over there, and yeah, I just wanted to mention that. So yeah, let's get started. So the first book is Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. As I'm sure you're aware, I'm slowly working my way through this book. I currently have a WIP which I'm aiming to get finished by the end of this month, because I do have quite a few other things that I would like to get to, so I'm not really fussed about whether I manage to get onto this page, but I would like to finish this one. So as I mentioned in my completed pages, I was trying to do a framed background inspired by Rika Colour, and I think I did end up putting her name to a reply in one of the comments, but I will link her channel as well for you in the description. But she is very well known for doing kind of bordered backgrounds, and I wanted to try and replicate one. So this background is now complete. I finished it off this morning and I'm really pleased with how it's turned out, and then I'll get on to actually doing the colouring with the flowers. So I'm hoping to finish this. I've got quite a few WIPs that I'm aiming to finish this month, this being one of them. So I would always suggest personally, because it's what I would do, if you're worried about, you know, putting the ink to paper, drawing something like this, just photocopy it first if you're able to, just so that you get a feel for what it will look like, because I was quite nervous to do it. I don't really draw much in my colouring books, so yeah, it was definitely quite a big step, but I'm really pleased with it, and I just think it creates something so different and unique with the page. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's coming out so far. So any more pages that I can get done in this, that would be great, but I'm just aiming to get that one done. I thought I'd also show you what the page looks like in my old copy. And lots of people ask me actually why I have two copies. And if you didn't know, when I first started my channel, the first video that I did was a completed flip through of this book. And it was about 18 months after I had completed it, and I wanted to start a new copy because it's one of my all-time favourite books. So yeah, this is the original copy, and this was the outcome that I originally had for this page. And as you can see, the background is just a pastel background, just a gradient one, and I do feel like the frame that I've got now does just make it a bit more colourful down the bottom, because it's just blank there, and the framing is a really good way of filling the space but making it so much easier to create a background, because obviously it's all contained. You can colour it more easily rather than having to go right to the edge and things like that. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that. And I am colouring, or I have coloured the background with pencil. It does take quite a bit of time, but I really like the outcome of it. So I have another WIP from Circle of Life by Melpomene Chatzipanigitu. I hope I'm saying that right. And this is with the wonderful Shannon, and this is what I am doing so far. I'm sure you've seen this in various videos. I do have a colouring habits tag that will be coming up where I had just started this page and I was working on the acorn. So I'm aiming to get this finished. I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'm just using my Brute Funa or Brute Funner pencils, however you say it. And yeah, I really am liking how it's coming out. Again, it's one of those contained images, you know, it's just within the acorn. I really like it, and similarly to the one I did, it's all within a circle, so it makes the backgrounds so much easier to do. And yeah, I'm really liking this one, so yeah, I'll just continue with it, and this will definitely be one that I do get finished. So that's Circle of Life. We then have a brand new book, which is Flowerscape, and once I've completed the pages in this book, I will be doing a review for it. I have firstly actually completed one page, what's kind of one flower, I guess, that counts as the page, but I'm doing this daffodil double spread. So I've done the daffodil here, and then I'm doing this bouquet, and I haven't quite finished it yet, obviously, as you can see. And then I'm also going to try and do the trumpet flower one as well if I can, just because on this page there are trumpet flowers on it, so I thought it would be quite nice to just tie it together and have them all completed. But I'm really loving how my pencils are turning out on this so far. The paper is absolutely gorgeous. So I've heard that a lot of you have this on your wish list, or you're excited to receive it, and it is absolutely amazing. I'd really recommend it. But yeah, as I said, I will be doing my full review of it once I've completed my pages, and it just is so wonderful. And I'm looking forward to getting to some of the detailed spreads when I have more time. That's actually one of my favourite ones, that leaf page. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming to do in Flowerscape this month. All of these first books are ones with whips in them. So this is my final work in progress that I have for this month that I would like to complete. This is from Luna by Maria Troll. This is the Dutch edition of Luna, and I'm aiming to finish this page. Now, I didn't show it in my completed pages as a whip because I hadn't done any more of it at that point. I've only since gone in and coloured the water and the rocks a bit, and the moon, but I thought there's no point showing it again if I haven't made any progress on it. But now I have made a bit of progress, so I am aiming to get it completed. It probably won't take that long. I think in my head I'm thinking it's going to take a long time, but it actually won't, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm not really fussed if the colours don't entirely match this page, because it's a completely different scene. I didn't use any blue on this page, but I have for this one. So I'll see how it turns out, and then I'll just continue as I want to. I probably won't get to another page in this book this month, but if I can complete this one, that would be great. So again, it's a framed page. I love them. So that's Luna. And then we've actually got two books here that I have actually managed to complete the pages that I wanted to complete already this month. So I have tended to film these videos a little bit into the month, and what I'm going to try and do in future is try and film a little bit earlier, just so that it's a better, better indication of what I'll get done if I do it at the beginning of the month. And then hopefully it'll make a bit more sense, but it doesn't matter if not, and I will show you this page that I've done already. So this is from Symphony of Cute Animals by Hanna Karlzon. I haven't done a page in here since a couple of months ago when I did the Christmas birds, and I've now done one for Easter, and it was a buddy colour with the wonderful Effie colours, and it was this one. So I'm not going to go into what I used or anything like that, but this was the page that I was aiming to do for this month, and I did manage to do it, which is brilliant. So I probably won't go back to this book this month, unless it's a book where I'm trying to work my way through and complete. I don't tend to do more than one page from a book, but yeah, this is the one that I did for Easter. So it's really nice that I've managed to do pages that link in with the seasons. And I'm really pleased with how that one turned out. So that's Symphony of Cute Animals by Hanna Karlzon, and that is a smaller sized book compared to her other books. And then the other page that I have already completed is from Worlds of Wonder. Now I'm not going to show it to you just quite yet, but I do have plans, hopefully this month or next month, to start or complete more pages in this book. As I said, I have completed one already. It is the nameplate page. but I'm not sure with the other WIPs that I have if I'll manage to start another page, so we'll see. But yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous, and I would happily do any of these pages. It's just with time and whether I can, and as I've mentioned, I want to try and get my WIPs done first. I do have quite a few going on this month, just because I've been dotting around and kind of doing my own thing. But yeah, any pages from this that I can get done, that would be great. But yeah, I've managed to do, well, technically 3 pages already this month, with the small daffodil page as well from Flowerscapes. So we'll see if I have time to go back to this again. Another thing I'd like to try and complete this month is a PDF, and it's one that I did share in my completed pages as a WIP. In my haul that I recently did, I was showing these free downloads that you can get from Johanna Basford, and I will make sure to link it down in the description again for you. I do have it in the description of the whole video as well, but I'll do it again anyway. So the picture that I'm doing at the moment, I'm doing with markers and then a bit of pencil on top, but I'm really enjoying it so far. And I've taken inspiration from a colour palette that Shelley did on Instagram, and again I will put her Instagram in the description for you. It's such a gorgeous palette, one of the particular pages that I saw of hers, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I used marker to black out the background, so that wasn't originally there, but yeah, it's a really cool image, I think, and it's nice having the repetitiveness, because it means that I can kind of just do it without thinking and just have it as a mindless thing to do as and when I want to. So I'm in no rush to finish it, but it would be really lovely if I could finish it this month. So that's another thing that I'm planning on completing. Okay, the next book is The Ink House by Rory Dobner. Now, me and Effie were talking about the possibility of doing a page in here as an extra buddy colour if we got the chick page done really quickly. So we haven't spoken quite yet about whether we're going to do it, but it's here if we decide to do it. This is the one that we are maybe thinking of doing. So it's a really cute page, and it wouldn't take that long either. So we'll see if time allows, but this is always there. I did do a really small motif last month, this one, and it was really fun coming back to it again. So if I get time, then it'll be fun to do that one. So that's The Ink House by Rory Dobner. Something else I would love to get to this month is another postcard by Clara Markova. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, we'll see if I have time, but I'm steadily working my way through these, and it would be great to add another one to the collection of ones that I have finished. I do have a couple of the spring ones done already, and obviously it's springtime now, so it would be perfect time to do another one. I do have them all in here at the moment, but I'm not sure whether I'll necessarily keep them in here. Some of my favourites were this one, and moving into the summer ones, I really like the cupcake one, this one, but I don't want to ruin it, and I'm not going to rush doing one of these because I really like taking my time with them. So we'll see if I manage to get time. But yeah, this is one of the things that I would love to get to, but we'll see if I'm able to. We then have a brand new book, which is this. Now, this translates to Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hanna Karlzon. And I'm not going to try and pronounce this because I won't be able to. But I just received this, and this is the Swedish edition. So it's got a really lovely kind of cloth feeling to the front cover, even though it's not, but it's lovely. With it being Swedish, the paper is slightly different to the Dutch editions that I'm used to, but it's lovely paper and it's really smooth, which is perfect. It's not as thick as other editions, but you know, each edition has different paper. So in here, I have marked all of the pages where there are mice in them, because I would like to do another page for Valentina's Colouralong, which is Mice and Moles, and it would be really great to do one in here for that as my first page. So I've marked off this one, which has a mouse, and I think I'm leaning towards doing this one. There's also this gorgeous one as well. Oh, I can't get to this one. Here Here we go. That's lovely as well. They're just also gorgeous. This is probably my favourite book of hers. And then this one here, and there's only a small mouse there, so I am leaning towards the first one that I showed you. And also it is a slightly smaller book in terms of the size compared to Hannah's other books like Daydreams, so it would be a lot easier to be able to get a page done. So yeah, if I get time, I'd really like to do another picture for Valentina's Colouralong, because I really enjoyed doing my other one. I actually did the page from Midnight Masquerade, so I hopefully will have done both pages from Hanna Karlzon. So yeah, that's her brand new book, and if I can get a page done in there, I'll be really happy. And then I have two more books to show you, which I've been meaning to get round to for quite a bit now. We have the Posh Colouring Book Inspired by Nature by Marjolaine Bastin. And as you know, I did have an Easter picture picked out, but it's Easter's been and gone now. And it was unrealistic that I would have got to it in March anyway. I did show it in last month's video, but I kind of knew I wouldn't get to it because I wouldn't have time. So I have just left it. It's absolutely fine. There are some that I still have marked in here that I would like to do, but I will probably go for one that is a little bit less detailed. I do really like this one because I would really like to at least start a page this month. These will take time because I would like to try and colour them realistically, so we'll see if I manage to, but at least starting a page, I'd really like that. And you never know, I might decide to start this one or do one of the other ones, but it's a gorgeous book and I'd like to see what I can come up with for this. So that's the Inspired by Nature by Marjolaine Bastin. And the final book is this one. This is the Wonderland Animals by Chiaki Karamomo, and again I've shown this and I just haven't managed to get round to starting a page in this yet. This is the one that I would love to do. It is more of a wintry page though, so I'm not sure whether I will save it until a little bit later, but again I want to try and colour these realistically, so they will take quite a bit of time, but it's just absolutely stunning. So yeah, they're kind of my books if I get time, but my main priority this month is finishing WIPs. So yeah, they are all the books that I have to share with you. I really enjoy doing these videos. It's kind of like a completed pages video in the sense that I'm sharing pages with you. But yeah, thank you so much all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I got loads of lovely comments last month, which has just been amazing. Thank you so much for your support, and I'm so glad that you're enjoying this. And again, thank you so much, Sammy, for coming up with this idea, because I have seen so many people's videos now that have also done it, and it's just really fun seeing people's goals and then in the completed pages seeing what people actually managed to achieve. And it's really good looking back and seeing, you know, how much progress I actually have made. So yeah, as I said, thank you for watching. Please stay safe and well, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.